Hey fam, so I just wanted to jump on here real quick. This week's been kind of crazy. The past couple months have been kind of crazy. And for this particular video, I'll be talking about politics. You know, everybody's favorite topic. um, with that being said, I want to talk about something that I am so tired of hearing. I'm so irritated from having to argue and just I want to get this off my chest. So many people, so many people have said things to the effect of our system's broken, it's rigged, it's never worked properly, it needs to be completely destroyed and rebuilt. Anything to that vein. Okay? To which it causes a visceral reaction when I hear that. Because, look, I'll agree with you. I hear you, I see what you're saying, and the political system is not perfect. It's not even close. But it never was. However, our government is the longest standing continuous government that has ever been, right? And it was made in opposition to, a king ruling us, right? So our founding fathers created a system that, while was not great, um, gave a foundation for what we could be. Their projection, their idea of what America is and was not what they set in stone when they made the laws and wow made the government. Let's say that. Okay. It was always meant to be a foundation in which more was built on it. And yes, at the time, it was white men who ran the world. And since then, white men have led this government the way that we have it now. Interestingly enough, though, not only is that true, but it's also true that we've continuously grown and improved since our foundation. Not only that, we have looked at the laws that we created and assessed whether they were actually appropriate or not, whether, black people could vote, whether black people could be considered humans. I mean, whether women could vote, whether gay people could be in the military, whether, all these different things. We have seen our flaws and we haven't improved them. Now, let's fast forward to nowadays. We're looking at two different presidents, Biden or Trump, and we are seeing quite a lot of shit come out about how fucking terrible our government is right now in relation to the Trump administration, Trump himself, the God King. And it's sad, right? Like, it's sad, it's scary, it's frustrating, it doesn't make sense. And it's easy to go, oh, the government did this and the government is allowing this. Which is, accurate, sure. But it's not the whole truth. And in fact, it's more of a lie than a truth. Because while we did allow the Trump to be president and we allowed him to accomplish the things that he didn't accomplish much. And let's backtrack that. He did accomplish quite a lot. Um, all of which I would say were bad things for the uh, 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 country, but he did accomplish quite a lot, including putting, Supreme Court justices on the bench, and he pushed through a lot of bad shit. Let's just be real. Anyway, it's easy to go, wow, that shit was bad. He's bad. We need to excommunicate him, say, nope, cut him out, be done with him, all that. Unfortunately, that's not how it is. And unfortunately, because he did appoint his justices, they are going to be continuing to make rules and laws that will favor him. Okay. Here's the thing, our system is not broken, it's not rigged, it's not, you know, unfair. um, wow, I lost my train of thought. I apologize. It's messy, it's complicated. Our system is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, and I don't think it ever will. And to continuously claim that it is a bad thing because it is not perfect seems asinine to me. We can continue to choose a couple different options. One, we can choose to just wash our hands and say, I'm done with it. I don't want to be involved with it. I hate it. Let's burn it down, recreate something new. That's not going to happen. We're not, that's not how we are. Maybe we could have, done a civil war and recreated ourselves in that way back then, but not now for sure. We don't need war to get across what we want to accomplish. And so we are left with a couple different options at this point then. If we're not going to wash our hands and be done with it and start a civil war and fight for our rights and die for our rights, then we can continue to speak up, speak out. We can continue to talk to our friends, our neighbors, our community. We can tell them what we want from our politicians. We can tell them what we want from our government. And we can raise our voices. We can run for government positions. I know that sounds crazy and not like anything anyone wants to do, unless you are some kind of corrupt politician who's only in it for the money. And sure, there are those people, but the majority of the people that go into politics do not go into it with the idea or the assumption that they are there to make a whole bunch of money and take advantage of the American people. I promise. People that go into the government, they want to make the world better. And whether you agree with them or not on how to accomplish that, that is their goal. That's what they worked to accomplish. And that's what they want to do with their position. It is my responsibility, my job, and yours, and the American people's, to make sure that those people that we appoint are doing what we want. And so rarely is it that we find that a lot of the politicians are doing exactly what we want. Unfortunately, it's very hard to accomplish exactly what everyone wants, but they are there trying to accomplish the most good for the most people. And so if you don't feel heard by them, I encourage you, speak out, tell your story, tell your problems, so that we can hear them and we can do something about it in the politics, in the laws of the land. So the system's not broken. It's just needing work, like us. I love you.